What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we're looking at one of the Top Cuts, I guess, favorite creations, Gothitelle, aka Flips. And now, I'm after playing the games and realizing, I was like, man, I didn't really play any Skylas during any of our games, and that's because I forgot to put Skyla in the deck. You know what? We're not going to remake the deck. We're not going to remake the videos. If you want to play this deck, I think you need 4 Skylas in here. But for some reason, I didn't put them in here. I guess I'm just silly and forgot about them. But even without them, we did some great games with this deck. And let's go over the deck quick. I'm sorry this deck didn't have Skyla. It should, but it doesn't. So I try to keep it as close as to Kyle's list as I have, except I forgot the Skylas, like I just said. But we play a 4-2-4 Gothitelle line. Now, Gothitelle is our main attacker here. Gothitelle has 130 HP. It has the attack Doom Decree, which says flip 2 coins. If both of them has, the defending Pokemon is knocked out. It is just knocked out, just KO'd, nothing else, which is pretty cool there. And it does have Black Magic 40 and the 20 more damage each opponent's bench Pokemon. Now, if this was a competitive deck, you can actually use Black Magic to knock out Shaymins and Jirachis and stuff like that to take pretty easy prizes. But we're just going to use Doom Decree here. We're just going to flip some coins and see what happens here. We're going to try to flip double heads. Now we have this Gothitelle, which has Hypnotic Gaze, and this is because it has a Double Slap, which is another flip coin. And we have the Gothitelle, which has the other Double Slap, which is flip coins again. There's another Gothitelle that lets you move energies. I decided not to play that one. I just like I said, I'm trying to go as close as to Kyle's list as he had it. One Mr. Mime to prevent bitch damage, just in case if a Landorus comes up and starts smacking you. Maybe a Kyurem. And if you're playing expanded, Landing Bats is a big deck, I think. And they can just easily do 30, and then I Crobat drop to knock out a Gothitelle, which is pretty bad there. We play Victini's here. Victini has the Victory Star attack. Once during your turn, after you flip any coins for an attack, you may ignore all those effects and reflip again. So if you get double tails, like, oh, that's not good, let's reflip, and you can use Victory Star to reflip the coins, which is pretty cool here. And 2 Shaymin here. Now, even though I said put Skyla in the deck, Shaymin kind of makes it where you don't have to, and that's kind of weird to say. You could play Skyla and then Shaymin, which is pretty good combo here, but Shaymin lets you has the ability set up, and you draw it, you have 6 cards, and Sky Return for 30, return all the cards attached to your hand, which is pretty good there. The setup is really good, so I don't know, even without playing Skyla, we still set up a lot. You play a lot of supporters. We play the 4N, 2 Colors, multiple Tropical Beach here. So I guess if you play Skyla here, a really cool thing you could do is Skyla for Gothitelle, or just Skyla for whatever you want to. If you don't know Skyla, to search it for any trainer card, put it in your hand and use it. Or you can use it if you want to. And then you can Shaymin it to actually set up to draw more cards. So you can get that 1 card and then set up, which is a pretty cool combo here. But I actually, after thinking about it, I really do like the no Skyla play. Just because I want to, usually during the game, I want to draw multiple cards. I don't just want to draw one. I want to draw a lot of different cards. But it would probably be nice to have Skylas to search out rare candies and certain stuff. And I'm really sorry I don't have Skylas in here. But the games are still very fun to watch, so look out for those. And that's all the Pokemon in here. I know Kyle Pukasukovic did play a Chansey with the flip 2 gets Tails and the Mew. I don't really like Mew just because it's a 120 HP. It gives out 2 prizes and stuff like that. I don't like that at all. So let's go over the trainers now. We have Douse Machine. Discard 2 cards in your hand. Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. And this so you can reuse maybe Rare Candy, maybe the Super Rod, maybe you need to get a Stadium back. It's just an overall really good card in this deck. 1 Escape Rope and 1 Switch. Now the whole idea between the 1 Escape Rope and the 1 Switch is because if you play Skyla, you can Skyla for a Switch or Escape Rope to get something out of your active spot and your opponent's active spot if you need to. Escape Rope makes where both people switch their active, and Switch is where you just switch your active. Without the Skylas, I would probably cut Escape Rope for a second Switch. It seems pretty good there. Or you can keep it 1-1 so that way you can use Douse Machine for it too. I don't know. It's pretty weird. So we have 3 level ball here. Search deck for Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Once again, you can get these Gothitelles, you can get out the Gothorita, you can get out the Victini, you can get out the Mr. Mime. You can get all but 2 cards in your deck with these level balls. Full Rare Candy, and this is just to help you get a turn 2 Gothitelle, Gothita, Rare Candy, Gothitelle. And like I said, if you play Skyla, you can easily get the Gothitelle Rare Candy Gothitelle turn 2, but I'm silly and forgot to put Skylas in here, but we'll just keep going here. One Super Rod, shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon, a basic energy card back from your discard pile into your deck. One Switch, 3 Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards in your hand, search deck for Pokemon, reveal it and put it in your hand. Now you can Ultra Ball for a Shaman, maybe Gothitelle, depending on the situation, and help you set up fairly quickly. 3 VS Secret to reuse supporters, 2 Cores, and this is because you're going to have a full bench usually. You usually going to have 5 bench spots, and your opponent's usually going to have 2 or more, so that's 7 easily right there. 1 Lysander, bring a Pokemon off the bench, 4 in, and 1 Juniper. Now we only play the 1 Juniper because you don't want to discard a lot of cards from your hand. There's a lot of resources you need to keep, and if you play the Juniper, you actually have to discard them, so that's something to look into. We do play 1 Xerosic here. Choose a tool or special energy card, attach a Pokemon to play, and discard it. And this is mainly used against Seismitoad Garbodor. You can Xerosic away a Floatstone off a Garbodor, maybe. Maybe you could discard a DCE. After playing the games, I might cut the Xerosic, and maybe that's how we'll start finding some Skyla rooms in here. 2 Dimension Valley, which I love Dimension Valley in this deck so much. If you play this deck, you have to have Dimension Valley. Dimension Valley says each Psychic Pokemon's attacks cost 1 less. And if you notice here, Gothitelle has a 2 energy attack for Doom Decree. But if you just have an energy, you can in a Dimension Valley, you can just Doom Decree for 1 energy, which is pretty cool there. 3 Tropical Beach here. You want to try to draw this turn 1. That player may draw cards to have. They have 7 cards in their hand, and that player's turns in. So basically, turn 1, you want to draw to Tropical Beach for 7, and your turn ends, and that just helps you set up there. 2 EXP share, and you want to attach this to Gothitelles. They're going to knock out your Gothitelles pretty quickly sometimes, and if you get the EXP shares onto your Gothitelles, when they get knocked out, they transfer an energy from the active to one of the bench Pokemon, which is pretty cool there. But they have to be by knocked out from damage from your opponent's attack. So not by like laser or like not by poison or burn. It has to be an attack or no Crobat either. Yeah, no Crobat or Gobat stuff either. 2 DCE, and this is just so you can use Black Magic and or the Sky Return just in case you need to. Once again, we're not really going to use Black Magic. We're going to use Doom Decree for the most part, just because we're here for flipping coins. And 10 Psychic Energy, and maybe you can bump this down. 10's kind of a lot. We just kind of, I don't know. In my first time making the deck, we can easily cut maybe 2 of these, the Xerosic, and something else for a 4 Skyla. Maybe just 3 with the 2 and the 1 Xerosic, and just put 3 Skylas in that way. If you want to play Skylas, which I would probably recommend playing Skyla. I'm just silly and just forgot to put them in here. But this deck does have and it has a lot of stuff in here, so the list is kind of tight. I think 8 to DC would be fine, and maybe put a letter in here too, so that way you can Skyla for Professor Letter and get 2 Psychic Energies out. But hopefully you enjoy the deck. It's really fun to see this deck. Hopefully we flip some heads with Doom Decree, knock out some Pokemon, taking some wins there with that game with the Gothitelle. But hopefully enjoy the deck and let's see it in action. Alright, so putting against Kucharafalsa? I'm not really sure how to say that name. Heads, we get to go first. Very nice. Alright, so let's see here. We get the Gothita, we get Ultra Ball, get another Gothita out. We got the Shaman. We had a pretty good turn 1, if I would say so. And let's see, what is my opponent playing here? We won't put the Shaman down, and we see a Hawlucha and Zubat. Oh, I don't want to play against 90X decks. That's no fun. Alright. We'll play the Escape Rope because he doesn't play the Free Retreat Zubat right here. We'll put a Psychic Energy here. We can Ultra Ball discard the Juniper and DCE. And we'll get another Gothita out into play. Okay. And then once we put the Gothita down, we'll actually hold the Dimension Valley just in case we draw into a Tropical Beach. So we'll play Shaman here. Draw to have 6 cards. We get the Tropical Beach and we'll play the Inn. Alright, so our turn, we'll just Tropical Beach for 1. We got the Rare Candy. Can we top deck an Ultra Ball or not? It's the big question. If we do that, we can get a turn 2 Gothitelle, and maybe get a Doom Decree off. So we see another Hawlucha come down. Now, the Hawluchas I'm not really scared about because they can only hurt EX Pokemon with the Flying Press. Alright, so we don't get the Ultra Ball. We'll put Dimension Valley down, I think. Let's undo that last action. Let's attach Psychic Energy here. And we'll play the Inn. Let's see what happens. Okay, we whiff this turn. We'll put the Gothorita down, and here we'll just Tropical Beach. Still no Victini or Gothitelle that we've seen yet. We've seen one Ultra Ball. I guess I should have searched to see what was all priced. We see a Fighting Energy go to the Zubat here. Now we're actually weak to Psychic. So this Sneaky Bite's going to put 20, and then another 20 with the Supercross to the active. There we go. There's a 20. And the 10 each after the Supercross. Here we see a Repeat Ball. Now if I was her, I would have, I guess it's a her, I would have Repeat Ball first for another Zubat, because now their only option is a Repeat Ball for a Golbat or a Hawlucha, and we know that the Hawlucha is not really that useful. I mean, it can knock out Shaman, but if it's knocking out Shaman, it's not knocking out Gothoritas, which is good for us. So here we see a Karina. Now let's see, what kind of fighting deck are we playing against? There's a Stunfisk, okay. It's not a Landorus, and it's not a, what is it? Or Lucario, it's a Stunfisk. Now Stunfisk has the Rumble, I Can't Retreat, and Muddy Water 20 and 20. And here we see the Supercross 20, 10, and 10. Alright, so our turn. Oh, sweet. We can Ultra Ball, discard a it would discard Switch and the Energy. Here we get the Gothitelle out. How many Gothitelles do we have left? 1, 2, 3. Alright. Here we'll put the Gothitelle down here. EXP share that guy. Now I'm debating, do I attach his energy or not? Yeah, let's do it just in case. And we'll play the end. Alright, so we'll get a Level Ball to get a Victini. Put down the Victini, put down the Gothorita, and we'll put the Dimension Valley down so my opponent can't use the, what is it, Tropical Beach. And here we'll Doom Decree, come on, give me double heads here. Ah, we did it! We did it! No, we don't want to flip again. Alright, there's knockout number 1. Alright, we got 5 more left to go. So far my opponent hasn't put down an EX. Alright, so here we see Hawlucha come to active spot. Once again, we're not really worried about the Hawluchas because, I mean, they can hurt Shaman, they can knock out the Shamans, but where does that get them? They're not knocking out our Gothitelles, so that's all that matters to us. So here we see the Fighting Stadium, get rid of our Dimension Valley. Okay, we see a Silver Rain going down to Hawlucha. It looks like this Stunfisk is going to come up and do some Muddy Water. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Muddy Water, 20 and 20 to a bench Pokemon. Yep, there's a 20. And where's the other 20 going to go to? To the Victini. Okay, fair enough. So our turn, we draw another Victini. I don't really want to play that right now. My opponent didn't play a supporter either. I'm still going to Verse Seeker for an N. I need to get the Mr. Mime out, so that way the Muddy Water's not really affecting us. So we'll play the N here. We get a Gothita out. Once again, I don't want to put the Tropical Beach down, because my opponent can easily get a, what is it? It can Tropical Beach for 7. So do I just Doom Decree here, or Ultra Ball for another Gothitelle? Let's just go for the Doom Decree. We'll save the Ultra Ball just in case. And, 1-1. Alright, we'll flip again. Yes, come on, double heads. 1-1 again. Alright. That turn, not good. Alright. So on my opponent's turn here, the good thing is she hasn't dropped any more Zubats besides the opening one. Here we see Repeat Ball. I imagine this will get another Stunfisk. Okay, there's another Stunfisk. This is going to be really hard. My opponent just keeps playing down these baby Pokemon. Here we see a Colress getting 8. Pretty nice there. I wish we draw into one of our Colress. Okay. And there we see another 20 and 20. Okay. Now this Victini has 20 HP left. So I might actually have to go for the... what is it? The Mr. Mime this turn. Yeah, we'll do that. So Ultra Ball, discard the Xerosic. And the Tropical Beach. I hope Mr. Mime's in here. There's Mr. Mime. So no more bench damage. Mr. Mime will save the Victini from getting knocked out. Put it down. Put energy on this Gothita. And here we will Doom Decree. Give us both heads here, buddy. Come on. Double tails. No, the other way. We need to switch those. No! Okay. So still, I've only flipped 1, 2-0 heads. We're trying. We're trying here. But the good thing here, the Rumble can only do 40 unless you attach a Muscle Band here or a Strong Energy. Then that can knock out Gothitelle, and then we'll be in trouble. Here we see Karina. Does she get... she needs the energy. Oh, there's a Landorus coming down. Yes, our first EX coming down. We haven't seen those all game. But the Landorus, and let's see, does she get the Muscle Band? Professor Letter, alright. So she'll probably get 2 energies here, so that way she can use Rumble. Now the big question here, does she have the Muscle Band in hand to actually knock out our Gothitelle? There's one. There's two. She might actually start loading up the Landorus, which doesn't seem like a bad play. Alright, okay, never mind. She's going to go for the Stunfisk. And there goes the Rumble for 40. We can't retreat. That's not that big of a deal. And sadly, we don't get a supporter still. But here with Doom Decree, give me double heads. Come on, double heads. Yes, we did it. All right, would you like to flip again? No way, Jose. All right, now we got. Okay, sweet. We're doing good now. Now this Landers is going to come down. It's going to hit us for 30 and smack a bench Pokemon, but Mr. Mime is going to save it from being knocked out. Now the big problem here is we're going to put down the Shaman and only have two Gothitelles basically. Because once this one knocks out, we'll have to put down the Shaman, unless we draw into a supporter. Here we see a Super Scoop Up Tails. So we actually see Stunfisk come to the active spot here, and not the Landorus. I wanted the Landorus come to the active spot so that way we can hit it for a lot of damage. Oh, it actually Super Scooped up the Landorus. All right, very interesting. I mean the Stunfisk, and here we see Landorus come down. Now the good thing about this, we can take 2 free prizes off this bad boy. Alright, and then 30 damage doesn't matter because we have Mr. Mime protecting the bench. Thank you, Mr. Mime. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Alright, so my opponent's taking his first prize here. We'll send up the Gothitelle. Draw a supporter. That's not a supporter. Alright. Did we not get the energy off the Gothitelle? I thought we did. Alright, I mean, I thought we had an EXP share. I'll put an energy on here. We'll Shebe. Give me 6 cards. Alright, here with Colors. We need to hit a Gothitelle. I mean, Gothitelle, there we go. Not a Gothitelle, that would have been pretty bad. Alright, do we put down Dimension Value or not is the big question here. Let's see, okay. So with Super Rod, we'll get back the Gothitelle, Gothita, and the Gothitelle. Alright, and we'll just Doom Decree right here. Give me double heads right off the back. Yes! Alright, knocking out the Landorus there, taking 2 prizes. We're up 2-5, and a victory score! Oh, my opponent couldn't handle the Doom Decree. Oh, it was too good. We flipped a lot of tails, though. I'm not gonna lie there. Oh, that was a magical game right there. Now, let's see here. What is our stats? We were 8-3? What? Supposedly? I guess, overall. We only flipped 3 tails overall. But we flipped 8 heads, I guess. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a pretty fun game just playing Gothitelle. It was only 7 minutes long. So maybe if I find another game, we'll put it in here. And we'll see what happens in the next game. Yeah, we'll play another game. It's only 9 minutes. We'll have some more fun with flips. Just because we haven't seen this deck in a long time. But just wait a second. We'll see another game. Alright, so putting against M. Die Marco 1 playing a Steel Water colorless deck. We call heads like always. Boo, they get to go first here. Alright, so let's see. What is DeMarco? I don't know how to say his name. Okay, we start Victini and nothing else really. We need to top deck something good. Maybe a I don't know. Let's see here. Alright, so let's see what my active Pokemon is. Their active Pokemon is a Dialga. So it looks like we're playing against Metal here. We see a Bronzor coming down. We see a Skyfield coming down in play. See a Metal Energy going down to Dialga. Muscle Band. Now usually the resistance will be bad for us, but it doesn't matter here because all we do is flip 2 heads and we can knock them out. You ever see it in? My opponent's going to save us. Oh, thank you. No, that's not a good hand. Never mind, I lied. All right. Oh man. Okay. I thought we were going to have a good hand, and he just ended us to a worse one. Alright, so let's see what does DeMarco have for us here. We see another Ultra Ball discarding some Metal and a Trainer's Mail. Maybe it's a Mega Rayquaza. And there's a Shebe. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, it'd be Mega Rayquaza. I could be wrong, though. Alright. Do we play the Escape Rope? Yeah, we'll play the Escape Rope because Card 1 can actually knock us out here. So Escape Rope, make my opponent kind of switch Pokemon up, make them have to make a decision here. We'll Ultra Ball discard the Gothitelle and Rare Candy. We'll get the Gothita out. Alright, put the Gothita down, and we'll Colors for 3. We need to hit a Choco Beach. Oh, we did it! We're so good at Pokemon! Alright, we'll get another Gothita out, put it down, put it energy, and we'll Tropical Beach for 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see here. Does my opponent have a way to retreat this Jirachi and knock us out with Dialga is the big question here. If he could do that, he'll be in a pretty good position. But if he can't, then maybe we'll have we'll just have to set up. We're just going to slowly set up. Here we see an Evo Soda. This is going to get a Bronzong, of course. There's not a Jirachi level 2 or stage 2. There's not a Dialga stage 2. So the only option is Bronzong. Okay. So let's see. We see a DC going out to this Dialga here. Do they have a switch or a Floatstone? We know they have Shaman in his hand. Here we see Battle Compressor just discarding more cards in their deck. So that way the Shaman, they can try to hit this Floatstone. Or a Keldeo Floatstone. That would be a pretty good 2 cards to get. Keldeo Floatstone is basically what you need. Alright, so let's see what they discard here. They discarded 2 Metal Energies. They decided not to go third one. Here we see Shebe come down. We see a Keldeo. Do they get the Floatstone or not? Here we see a Bronzor. And do they have anything else? We see the Bronzor come back up. He's like, I don't have Skyfield anymore. We can't do no shenanigans. We see an Ultra Ball discarding an Aegislash and a Bronzor. I imagine this will get another Shaman, so that way he could try to set up. Oh, a Clink. That doesn't matter. Clink doesn't matter. And we're going to see a Tropical Beach here. Tropical Beach, yeah. Alright, sweet. Alright, so our turn, we'll get a Psychic Energy onto this Gothitelle. No, actually, let's undo that. This Victini is going to go down. This Jirachi only has a 1 retreat cost. So we'll put a Psychic Energy on this Victini, so that way we can retreat it. We'll Lava Ball, get out of Gothitelle. Okay, put the Gothitelle down on this guy here. We'll EXP share this guy. Ultra Ball discarded Tropical Beach and the DCE, and here we'll get Shebe. If we get a Rare Candy Gothitelle, we can actually tackle this this guy right here and we need a Dimension Valley. So here with Shebe. Come on. Alright, we get the Dimension Valley. Do we even put it down is the question. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put down Dimension Valley. We'll Verse Seeker for colors. Get 9 cards here. Oh, we whiffed the red combo. Okay, that's okay. Well, Ultra Ball discard the in and in. I don't think they're gonna make that useful. We'll get another Gothitelle down. We could get a Shaman, but I don't think he's he's worth it right now. We'll retreat to this Mr. Mime, and sadly, we'll just have to end our turn. We were so close. We hit a Rare Candy. We can actually try to knock out the Jirachi there. But on my opponent's here, we see Clank come down. Not that big of a deal. We're never going to attack with our EX Pokemon. So here we're seeing Escape Rope. Oh, why would you do that to us? We'll set up Shaman here. Now, if he has the energy and knocks out Shaman, oh well, Shaman gets knocked out. I need these Gothitelles, I think. We'll just give my opponent free 2 prizes, and we'll see what happens. If he has the energy, like I said, he can Full Metal Impact for a knockout. But if he whiffs, we can actually just retreat the Shaman from getting knocked out. Right now, Kernel Wind only does 80. That's something cool there. But here we see the Floatstone of Keldeo. So we're going to see a Rush In and a Retreat. Here we see a Trainer's Mail. And we actually see our Dimension Valley gets discarded there. That's pretty annoying. We see a Verse Seeker. Now, we do have Douse Machine left in the deck. So we can easily go for a Dowsing Machine play and get the Dimension Valley back. The big question is, what do we do? Do we risk it with this Gothitelle or not and try to hit a Rare Candy? We'll just send up this Gothitelle, I think, is the better play. Just kind of YOLO and see what happens. So we see energy going down to Dialga here. He's going to take 2 prizes with this Full Metal Impact, but he has to discard 2 Metal Energies when he does this. Okay. And we see a Full Metal Impact for 170. Bye-bye, Shaman. You are a great soldier. My favorite Pokemon goes down. Alright, so we see Gothitelle here. Rare Candy top deck. Oh, it's not Rare Candy. Alright, we'll keep the Super Rod for now. There's nothing we really need that badly. We'll put energy here, put down the Gothitelle, and we will Colress. Yeah. Alright. If we would have attached the energy to the bench guy, we could have attacked this turn. Okay. Let's see here. Is there any way I can play my hand out to Shebe and try to hit the energy? Alright, let's think here. We put down Dimension Valley. We can Love Ball for nothing. That's great. We can Super Rod to get back 1, 2, 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Shebe for 1. Give me a card. Give me a Rare Candy. Alright. I guess we'll just use I don't even know if Hypnotic Gaze is even worth it. We'll just retreat to this Mr. Mime here, and we'll just end our turn. Once again, just saving our Gothitelle from being knocked out. I'm not really sure if that's the correct play or not. Man, if we would have just attached the energy to the Gothitelle and just kind of yellowed that way, we would have maybe got it. We just only discarded one for rare candy, and we only played 2 Dimension Valley, and the other one's already discarded. So I thought the options of drawing into the rare candy were higher, but I guess getting Dimension Valley was the higher chance. But we see the Dialga go to the bench here. We'll see a Metal Lynx. Does he have another energy or not? Is a question. Now, if he doesn't bump the stadium, I'm going to send up the Gothitelle on the bench and send that up to the active spot here. But right now, Chrono Wind does knock it out. It does 60 with the must be an 80. Okay. Alright, so let's see. What does the opponent have here for us? I imagine just a Chrono Wind. Does he have a Lysander to knock out something? Nope, just a Chrono Wind for the Mr. Mime. Alright, so here we'll send him a Gothitelle. We just need to draw into an energy. There's the energy top deck. Very nice here. We'll verse Seeker, and we will get a Colress. We could get the end, but I'm trying to set up more Gothitelles. So we'll play the Colress. We get the rare candy Gothitelle here. Alright. And I guess we'll just Doom Decree, see what happens here. Give me double heads. Come on, buddy. Yes, we did it. Alright. We don't want to flip again. Knocking out Dialga here, taking our first 2 prizes. Very nice. Alright, the next turn, if he brings a Pokemon that's not an EX, we can Lysander something up and to knock it out. We get another Gothorita to evolve it as Gothita. And like I said, we have a Lysander too. Here we see Aegislash. Now there's no way Aegislash is going to knock us out this turn. It does 40 and then 20 for each metal energy attached to it. So right now it's doing 60, which we're 130 HP. So we look like we're pretty good right now. Now what we could do, and here we see teammates, is we could use Black Magic. It does 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It actually does 140 damage if I did that correct. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, but so we have the option here. Do I go for this smart play and just knock out the Shaman, then knock out the Jirachi and win the game that way? Or do we just flip and do it that way? Oh, we see Jirachi come to active here. He's just asking me to Doom Decree. Oh, no. I mean, we could Black Magic and knock him out right now. Like I said, Black Magic does 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, man, what do we do here? Do we go for the flips or not? Oh, man. All right, we're going for the flips. We can, like I said, we can knock out this guy. It does 4 and then 20 for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And, yeah, that's a knockout for sure, even with the resistance. But you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to play some good old flips here. I believe in us. Doom Decree. Come on, buddy. Double heads here. 1-1. All right, let's try it again. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down. 1-1 again. No. All right. So right after hit is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He needs a Muscle Band to actually knock us out with this Aegislash here. Okay, I forgot to play a supporter last turn. I keep forgetting to do that. But once this Gothitelle goes down, I'm actually going to Douse Machine for a Super Rod to get him back. Here we see an energy go down to Aegislash here. Okay. Now what we could have done is maybe Lysander up the Aegislash and gone for that route and just try to knock out the Doom Decree. Here we see a Colress from my opponents getting a bunch of cards. Alright. If he can bump the stadium, he'd be in good shape that way. Just getting rid of Dimension Valley, so that way we need more than one energy to actually attack. Will be something cool here. Right now, it's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's not knocking us out right now. He needs a Muscle Band. We have 130 HP, and this Aegis and the Gothitelle. I mean, it has 130, and the Aegislash does 120 right now. So let's see here. What does my opponent have? We see a Level Ball, probably getting a, I don't know, a Bronzor, or a Clink. But do they have a stadium to bump ours, is the big question here. Alright, we see that my opponent doesn't have anything, so now I'm going to Lysander up this Aegislash. We'll attach energy to this Gothitelle just in case he bumps our stadium next turn. And here we'll Doom Decree. Come on, buddy. 1-1. Alright, we'll flip again. Come on, give me double heads. Yes! We did it! Oh, we took another knockout. We could have probably just won this game. We could have, like, Black Magic and then Black Magic again and won there. But we decided not to. Alright, so we're 2 prizes left. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Just play flips for regionals. Alright, here we see a Verse Seeker. What would this get here? Probably an N. Or Teammates. Teammates might be good, too. Here we see Teammates coming down. Now you have to make the decision when he teammates here and knocks us out. We just win the game by Black Magic and knocking out a Jirachi. We see Heatran coming down. Heatran can do 130. It actually knocks us out there. That's a pretty good play by my opponent here. Okay, so we see a metal link stay. Oh, he can only hit us for 60, actually. He doesn't have two Bronzongs in play. Okay. Let's see here. We see the Heat Drag come up. It's going to hit us for 80. Now, once again, we're in the same scenario where we can actually... Oh, we get an EXP share, too. We EXP share this guy. We'll put a Psychic Energy here. Now, we have... like I said, we could attach energy Versiga of the Jirachi because, once again, the black magic does 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It knocks out the Jirachi. But here I'm actually just going to Versiga. You know what? We're playing flips. We're going to go for it once again. We'll Lysander up this... Let's see. Who do we want to knock out here? We'll try to knock out this Keldeo. And here, we'll Doom the Curry. Come on. Give me double heads here. Oh, we did it! Yeah. And a victory screen. Flips takes another victim. Oh, that's such amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But hope you enjoyed this video. Oh man, that's so much fun. Just hitting double heads and knocking out any Pokemon you want to. Maybe Flips is to play. You only need one energy with the Dimension Valley, which is pretty cool there. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you enjoyed this video once again. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.